Hi, I'm Susan Phelan, and welcome to Utah Book Scene. This is Michael Young I've got with us today, and we're very happy to have him. Michael, I understand you've got something different that I doubt any of our other authors will have. You are a member of the Mormon Tabernacle Choir?
I am indeed. About 3 years now it's been going on. I tried out right at 25, and I thought, no way. But turns out it worked out, and I've been doing it ever since. I hope to keep on doing it. You can do it till you're 60, or you've been in it for 20 years. So I'm not turning 60 in the next 17 years.
So yeah, so we don't think you're not going to retire at 60 from the Mormon Tabernacle.
No.
That's really must be a cool experience for you. And
really
wish
is.
we had a ton of time to talk about that, but we do want to talk about your books.
Oh, thanks.
And you put music into your books. We have the Canticle Kingdom here.
That's right. That one, the way music is a very large part of that one. It's about a group of people who they live in a kingdom that's inside of a music box, but haven't discovered that yet.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, and certain times the people in the box, there's one family knows about it, and they play the music from the box, and people from our world are taken in and become part of this kingdom. And it's also set during the 1940s, during World War II. And so there's kind of this two-story dynamic going on, but music is a big part of it.
Very interesting setting. Yeah, that, I mean, you've got the music box and the 1940s as setting. How fascinating. So do you go out, do we hear much of the world of the 1940s outside, or are we mostly just in the music box?
A little of both. I was a missionary in Germany, so I love that history. I love the history of all that World War II and the time afterwards. So part of it starts in Germany. The music box is made in Germany, but then we see how it gets passed from person to person as a result of the war. You know, it gets sold to a man, then it's taken by a GI, then he pawns it off, and then it finds its way back to Germany eventually. But everyone who owns it is affected by it, and certain people who own it are also taken in and become part of the Canticle Kingdom. Yeah.
So these people in this kingdom keep getting moved around in their locations. That's fascinating.
Yeah, thanks.
And then you've got actually the prelude to it, the Canticle Prelude, but it was written second, so it's like a prequel.
It is a prequel, and a prelude in music is just is a kind of like the prequel, the prelude of a piece of music is what comes before. So I thought it was just kind of a play on words. And what's interesting about this one is I did it through someone called Big World Network, in which they provide serial stories, so that a new episode comes out every week. So they do seasons that are 12 episodes long, and they're ebooks and audiobooks, which I narrate myself. I'm an actor. I love doing all the voices, and but then they took 3 seasons of this that serve as a prequel to the Canticle Kingdom, and then they turned it into a paperback and an ebook. And they also have an audiobook, and it's all me, which I just love. It's been such a great experience.
So you have something in common with Dickens, who wrote his stories as serials. Of course, he got paid by the word, and so a little wordy.
Wouldn't that be nice?
But you didn't get paid by the word, I assume. So
no.
Otherwise, this book would be 4 times as thick.
Oh, I know. I was like, well, let's talk about your mother. You know, the backstory of every character. No.
and these books are for adults?
Adults, but also young adults. I think I've got some other ones. I've got another series called the Last Archangel series. I'm also doing stuff with Big World Network with them, which is geared toward maybe an older audience. But these are more, these are very family friendly. You could read them with your kids or young adults, teenagers. And
the characters, the protagonists, are what age?
Yeah, in the Canticle Kingdom, it focuses on 2 teenagers, 13-year-olds.
So it is a middle grade, young adult, although anybody would enjoy it.
I think so. Especially I included some stuff, some kind of historical fiction stuff too. I think some of the adults would especially like. I include some of the locations that I visited in Germany are in this book. It's set in this town that I lived in. That mines gemstones, and it's neat. All these different colored buildings built right in the mountains, and it's just really a picturesque place. There's a church that was built right into the side of the mountain because the story goes, a brother knocked his brother off the cliff, and his penance he built a church right into the side of the cliff, right where he knocked him off, and it's still there today. It's a real place, and I include that in this book.
Fascinating. That's really fascinating. And then you also, now I think this is really cool, you have this says compiled, an anthology of Christmas stories.
Yes.
Sing We Now of Christmas. And tell me, there's something really special about this. Go ahead and tell.
Yeah, for sure. Sing Me Now of Christmas, I call it an Advent anthology. There's 25 stories. You can read it like an Advent calendar, one day from December 1st to December 25th. But it also, everything, all the proceeds from it go to charity. In this case, I chose the National Down Syndrome Society. My second son, Bryson, has Down syndrome. He is a wonderful young man. I just love everyone with Down syndrome I've ever met. So this year we came together. I self-published this through Create Space. I had a bunch of all the authors, the editor, the cover designer. Everyone worked for charity.
Oh.
It's a complete labor of love. We sold it just over Christmas, made over $1,000 to donate to the National Down Syndrome Society.
Wonderful.
And we're planning on 2 other volumes. I'm putting another one together right now called Carol of the Tales, and then a third one called Angels from the Realms of Story. Each story is based on a Christmas carol of some sort, so that somehow that works into the plot of each one of these. So once again, I've got a little bit of music tied in with my literature.
Well, it seems like you are, a part of you is music, and
Absolutely.
therefore it's just going to bleed
it's
into
gonna
whatever
happen.
it is that you do. So,
Yeah,
and that's what makes, books so unique, because all of us are unique, and yet individual, and yet we have things in common with them that we can all understand.
And music resonates with so many people. I think it's a common theme that a lot of people can appreciate. There are so many, a lot of people who read fantasy books are creative people, and are often they tend to go towards things like music and drama and whatever. And so I try to incorporate those things into my books because I think that does resonate with a lot of people.
And now this is your newest book.
Yes.
The Canticle Prelude. And has that come out?
Yeah, it's out. You can get it either as a paperback or as an ebook or even an audiobook, like I said. I do got different voices for all the characters, and since part of it takes place in Germany, I am a fluent German speaker, so I've got the good German accent.
Oh,
that's
very
kind of
cool. I'll have to have you help me practice my German accent.
No problem.
Thank you so much, Michael Young.
You're welcome.
We're happy to have you.
Yeah, my pleasure.
This is Susan Phelan for Utah Book Scene, and thank you for listening.